Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's video. I hope you are doing well. Today we are going to be comparing the Old Skool Comfycush against the Old Skool OG. So let's get right into it. If this is your first time here on the channel, then welcome. My name is Jess from writtenbyjess.com, and if you like videos and written blog post content about sneakers and lifestyle products, then you're in the right place. Then please consider hitting that subscribe button down below and also the bell icon so that you can get notified every single time I post a new video. All the information is down below in the description box. Let's dive right into this comparison because I'm pretty excited to show you the differences. I know that Comfycush came out a little while ago, but I actually just discovered them myself looking for a new pair of Old Skool Vans. These are Vans that I've had for many years, and as you can see, they are truly beat up and there's some discoloration there on the canvas portion, and it's had its good fair share of wear. As you can see in this one, even the inside is kind of ripping, so I thought it was time to get a new pair of Old Skool Vans. And while I was researching, I came across something called the Comfycush that Vans was advertising, and I thought I would try it out. So I actually was on vacation in Vancouver and I wore these straight out of the box for like 5 straight days, and I'm going to tell you my review and if I think it's worth the extra $10 compared to the regular Old Skool Vans. So let's talk about the materials for the Comfycush. These are made out of suede and canvas here, so this is like your typical Old Skool. Nothing really different about it, and some of the features that are on the shoe is actually something called moisture wicking lining. So there's a material on the inside of the shoe that basically helps absorb the sweat from your feet and pushes this out to this material or fabric and dries it quicker, which is pretty awesome if you have kind of like sweaty feet. There's also the Comfycush outsole, so on the bottom of the shoe you'll see a little bit of those white specks in between the waffle design, and that is added comfort as well. There is arch support in the insole, a co-molded construction of foam and rubber, so on this part of the shoe it's actually a combination of foam and rubber, which makes it a lot more comfortable. And then also there is this bit of elastic, I guess, that attaches from your tongue to the insole, which I thought I wouldn't like, but I actually really enjoy because my the OG Old Skools kind of do this where the tongue falls down, and on this one it doesn't fall at all, it just stays in place, so it's easier for me to slip my foot in right away. And then also at the back of the shoe there's like a sock liner as well, which I thought would be irritating for my foot. I was really nervous because I only brought these one shoes when I went on vacation and I thought it was gonna give me blisters, but I took a chance and it did not give me blisters. It actually was kind of nice to have at the back of my heel. Let's talk about the pricing. So the pricing for the Comfycush is $95 Canadian and $75 in the US. And the other thing that I wanted to note was the weight of the shoe is 527 grams, which is about 1.1 pounds. Let's go over the materials and features for the original Old Skool. So it has the same materials, which is suede and canvas material here. Obviously it has the white side stripe, which is the iconic look for the Old Skools. It basically had a padded tongue, but I feel like it's not that padded. The inside there's a little bit of arch support, but not too much. On the bottom here, it just has that waffle design without the Comfycush technology, of course. On the inside here, it has a leather collar, which I really like because it helps me to take off my shoes on and off a lot quicker, in my opinion. And then also the rubber outsole as well for the midsole there. In Canada, a pair of regular old school shoes will run you about $85 Canadian, and in the US it's $65 USD. The weight for these shoes are 720 grams, which is about 1.58 pounds, which is a significant difference compared to the Comfycush sneaker here. Let's talk about the pros and cons for the Comfycush. I would say the main pro for me is that these are substantially lighter. They're so much lighter and I can feel them on my feet, and I really appreciate that because sometimes I feel like these are really heavy, but I also do believe that when it's heavier I feel like there's more quality in it. So, you know, take it as it is, I guess. I also do love these elastics on the inside. I thought I wouldn't like them. I thought they would be really tight on my foot, but actually they were perfectly fine and I didn't really notice them. I just like that it holds up the tongue when I'm not wearing it. I do appreciate this little sock liner in here as well, and it just gives it a little bit more support in the back of your heel, which is nice. And other than that, like, it's comfortable but not amazing. It doesn't feel like you're walking on clouds as they advertise. So some of the cons that I will bring up is that the inside insole here is not really worth it. I don't think there's any type of difference in it really. And the other thing that I don't like about the shoe is that it feels more narrow than your typical regular old schools. And I don't know if it has to do with how my particular shoe is made, or if this is the case for all old school shoes in the Comfycush option. And then the other thing is, I think about durability. I don't know if these will last longer than your typical old school shoes. I've had these shoes for like 5 years or something. I've had them for a really long time. These I've had for, I used them on a trip to Vancouver for about 5 days straight and only wore these shoes. And they're still in pretty good shape, but I just don't know if these will last 5 years like my original old schools did. So those are kind of the negatives that I can think of this shoe. In conclusion, which shoe would I recommend, and do I think the $10 is worth it for the upgrade for the Comfycush? And I will answer this question in 2 different ways. The first way will be for myself and my experience in wearing these shoes. So for me, I would actually spend the extra $10 because these are way lighter. I know they're not gonna last as long, but I think the comfort and how light the shoe is outweighs that the regular old school sneakers are actually quite heavy. And the reason for this is just because of the materials they use to make it more comfortable. So I am sacrificing durability over comfort in this case. And if you are someone who actually wears insoles like this, then I would say save your 10 bucks and just get a regular pair of old schools, like the OGs, and then you can put these in and they'll be super comfortable. And also I find that when these mold to your feet, the regular OG ones, they fit really, really nice. I haven't had these long enough to know if they do that and feel that way, but I will say that if you have, I mean, I used to wear these with my insoles. You can see from the shoe, the mark is right inside there. You can tell that I wear my insoles with these and they feel great. And for the old school OGs and my insoles, I actually am true to size. So just consider the sizing for that. And wearing my insoles with these were a little bit trickier because it was fine lengthwise, but I found that my toe was hitting the creases here and it was giving a little bit of an irritation. So I decided not to wear them with these. Maybe as time goes on and I stretch these out, that won't be an issue. But if you do plan on wearing insoles with the Comfycush, then I would say that you should go at least half a size up to compensate for that. All in all, I will say if you're looking for a comfort and a lighter shoe, but less durability in having the actual sneaker itself, then I would say go with the Comfycush and spend the extra $10. And if you are looking for a shoe that will last you a very long time and you can sacrifice the comfort a little bit, because I do believe that these shoes, when you break them in, are actually pretty comfy, then I would say go with the regular OG Old Skools and save your $10. I hope you were able to get something from this video. If you have any questions, leave it down in the description below. You can also check out my blog for the written content of this topic today, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out today's video. Please consider subscribing to see more content just like this. There is always more to see on my blog at www.writtenbyjess.com. Thank you for all your support, and we'll catch you in the next one.